Amy Starr Allen here. And in this video today, I'm going to be going over some of the new enhancements inside of the HBA Funnel Builder. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm kind of obsessed with this funnel builder. It's my favorite tool on the planet. And I've built hundreds of pages inside of it for my own business, as well as I've helped a lot of other business owners in different niches and industries build some really cool funnels and websites inside of this builder. And I was going through the enhancements last night. There are a whole bunch of new enhancements and I was getting pretty excited about it. I actually called one of my really good friends who's an interior designer. I built her a site inside of the funnel builder, and I spoke to her last night and I said, send me any new pictures that you have of your design, because there's so many cool new ways that we can share your work with these enhancements. And so she's excited about the enhancements. I'm excited about the enhancements. And these, new features can be used for anybody in any niche. So I'm just going to walk you through really quick a test page that I built where I just put a bunch of these different new widgets on the page just to kind of demonstrate what they are so that you can see them all in one place real quick. One other thing I want to mention real quick is that these updates are super exciting. However, I just got a message from the founders of the company today asking me if I would be willing to help them with the enhancements. They're enhancing the entire funnel builder, moving it over to our new platform and making it like way, way, way better. So none of the features that I'm going to show you today are going to be lost during that transition. But they asked me, because I'm obsessed with this funnel builder, if I would be willing to just kind of, go through what they're working on and provide feedback and stuff so that we can make it as, the best that it could possibly be. And there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff that, they can use AI to do now and stuff like that. All the enhancements that I'm going to show you today will be included with in the new one, but just know that there's going to be a lot more coming. But for now, these are super cool. So let me just show you them real quick. And I'm just going to go through pretty quick. I just want to give you an idea about some of the things that have been added. So this first one is called a hotspot image. And what's cool about this is like you can put these either numbers, or you can just have dots, or you can have plus signs to let people know that there are things on the page that you can hover over to get more information. So I use this image just as an example, but so I have this 21-day content blitz that's going to be coming up, and I have this image. So if someone was to hover over this, it says 3 weeks. This is how long it takes to change a habit. And then the cool thing is you can also put a link in here. So if they're hovering over something and you want them to be able to click through and go somewhere else, like for this example, I just had it go through to, the registration page for that. So you don't have to have a link, but you can have as many of these little hotspots on any image. And so here are two other ones that I haven't filled out yet. And filling them out is as simple as if I just click on edit and I come to hotspot 2 and go to settings, I can change this to consistent content is key. The best way to build trust with your audience is by showing up consistently. And so if I want to add a link, I can add a link. If I want to add an image, I can add an image. There's all this cool stuff you can do. So if I click OK now and save it and refresh, you'll see it says consistent content is key. The best way to build trust with your audience is showing up consistently, right? And then here I can do another one. So anyway, this is super cool. And I reached out to, again, my friend who's an interior designer who I built her whole website using this builder. And, as an interior designer, images are the best way for her to showcase her work. And she is like the best of the best. She wins awards for it and stuff. So having, her images displayed in a beautiful way on her website is really, really important. So when I saw these new features, I immediately thought of her because I thought, this is cool for me and it's cool for anybody in any niche. But I was just thinking, like for an interior designer, she could have a picture of one of her, transformations, one of her rooms, or homes that she's transformed. And she could have these little hot spots where she could point out like the type of tile that she used on the backsplash and why, or the type of countertops that she put in, whatever, you know what I mean? So that people could hover over and learn about her design strategy and stuff. So I think this is super cool for that, but you could use it for anything. All right. So that's the hotspot image. The next one, and she was in love with this one. So this is a before and after. So it shows an image and then you can slide it over so that you have like a before and after picture. Now, just keep in mind as I'm showing you all of this, these are just pictures of me because I was just playing around with this to just do a demo. So that's what I did. But what's so cool about this is like when I showed her this, she was in love with it because she wants to just have on her site the after picture to be displayed, but she wants people to actually, if they want to, be able to look and see what the room looked like before. And to give them a visual of the transformation that happened. And so you could use this for anything. It's so cool. All right, so that's the before and after. This is our new video testimonial scrolling feed. And I'm really excited about this because I have one of my courses, I have a bunch of video testimonials for it. This is one of the testimonials. I just moved it over here. I'll show you how easy it is to add testimonials in here, but I'll show you what my page looked like before compared to what it'll look like once I move the testimonials over here. And this will probably take me just like 2 minutes to move all of them over. So this is the sales page for one of my courses. And I could really, spice this up a lot with these new features in a lot of different ways. But if I come down to the bottom, see how I have these video testimonials down here? And they don't look terrible, but I love the new scrolling one. I just think it's super slick. So let me show you how easy it is. I already moved this one over and I moved, her little teaser text, the video, her name, everything over. So all I have to do to move these over is come to the video. When I click edit video, all this is a link to the video. You can use like a Vimeo link or a YouTube link to any video. So I'm just going to copy this link and I'm going to click edit. And you'll see the first one I put was Nevada Howard. But let's say I want to change this one. So I'm going to click on link and paste that link in, put Frank's name in there. And then his quote was, Amy lays it out so that it's easy to understand as you learn and so fun. So come back over here. And so for the quote, put that in there. Okay. And there it is. There's Frank. So if I refresh the page now, you'll see there's Nevada and Frank are there. So, and you can see like the teaser text is in there and everything's in there. So that's how easy it is to add testimonials to this thing. And I just love that because before we had to kind of format it. I had to, make sure that these columns were all the same width and figure out with the number of testimonials that I had that they were going to be symmetrical and all of that. And with this new one, you just keep adding them as you get them and it just puts them all in there. And then when you click on one to watch it, it pops it up.
Say, I want to take it.
And they can just watch it. So cool. There's also regular testimonials, same kind of idea, really easy to just add as many as you want. It has this new thing called a timeline. So you can use this for whatever you want. You just drag the timeline widget in and then you can add, your milestones, say something about it, add an icon or an image or whatever. So if you have some kind of a timeline associated with your business, or if you want to use this feature to highlight some other points about your business, you can do that. So that's super cool as well. There's this thing now where you can put your ratings. So like if, you want this to be pictures of people that have rated you and say something about this. I'll show you how easy it is to edit this. So if I click on this and click edit, so you can either show profile images or not, you can uncheck it and just not show them. And then you would put the images in. These are the ones that are in there by default, but you can change them if you want. You can add as many as you want. And then you can put whatever your rating is. And then like this says trusted by 8,000 plus enterprise teams. I could say something like helping people build businesses online for over 20 years. Put that in there. Save. And there you go. So that's a cool new feature. This one is a slider. So this is cool. You can put in as many images as you want. And, like on this one, I put in overlay. Like there's different things that you can do to the images. So if you want to have some type of a slider with different slides, it could be regular pictures like these, but it could also be slides with text on them where people can scroll through to learn more about your business. So I love that. This is the new scrolling text. So this is just an example, but it has, all that's scrolling in the background is the word inspire, but you could have anything that you wanted scrolling in the background. My interior design friend really loved this too, because she wants to put some of her like key phrases that she uses in her business scrolling behind, and then you can put whatever text you want on top of it. So that's super cool as well. And then this is really, I love this. This is just scrolling images. So again, for the interior design thing, right now she has like images in a slider, and she has images that are rotating through, but it's not as fluid as this. Like she has images like this, and then she has, this slider, which is great, but I just think this looks so much better. And then if you click on one of them, it pops it up. So if she has her images of her designs scrolling through and somebody, likes one of them and wants to see it in more detail, they can just click on it and it'll pop up bigger. So I love this feature as well. And the other cool thing about it, once again, is you can just keep like I told her, just keep sending me images as you have them. We'll just keep putting them in here because it's endless. Like you can have as many as you want. We'll just continuously scroll through them. So you don't have to worry about, how many is going to fit right and all of that. Like it just does it automatically. So that's super cool. And then this is another feature where you can compare plans. So depending, on what kind of business you have, if you have like, let's say you have some type of a membership site and there are different levels that people can join at, or, coaching packages or whatever, this is a really good way to showcase your plans. Has this little toggle here where you can do monthly or yearly. And, I didn't edit this color. This color doesn't look that great, but I'll show you how easy it is to edit it. So just like everything else, if you just click on edit, it shows everything that's going to show up there. And then if you click on styling, I can, this toggle text color isn't dark enough. So you see if I change that, it darkens it. So I like that a lot better. And you can change any of these colors to whatever you want. This happens to be my brand color. This pink, this light pink was already there, but I could change that as well. You can also change the theme from light to dark, and you can change, the font to whatever you want it to be and all of that good stuff as well. And before I forget, I want to show you my favorite new enhancement, which is we used to have to, have like columns, and things had to be in columns, and we had to adjust the columns to get things to sit on the page where we wanted them. Now we can slide elements wherever we want them on the page. It's so cool. I love this so much. So you can just arrange stuff however you want it. If you click on free move here, you can just move stuff around. So cool. I love it. There's the page refreshed with the elements moved around. It doesn't look great for this example, but I just think it's so cool that we can just, move things wherever we want. Like if I wanted to move another element up here next to this, I could just slide it up here. For example, let's say we wanted to put a button over here for people to register for this or something, right? Like we could add a button wherever on the page. We could put in the link to wherever we want it to go and all of that. And then if I click on free move, I can just move it wherever I want it. I love this so much. And then, you could add text here that says register now or whatever, and change your button text to say register now and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is next level. So cool. So those are just a few of the new enhancements to the funnel builder. So I just wanted to share those with you because it just keeps getting slicker, easier to use. And again, like I use this builder to build funnels for my business, and I have tons of different funnels. Like I have this content challenge coming up, so I'll have a registration page and I'll generate leads with that funnel and follow up via email, which is what I do for all of my funnels. I've built tons of funnels with this builder. But the other cool thing about it is, I've built sites, like I said, for my interior design friend, for an eye doctor, for a psychologist. Because this builder is so beautiful, we can build beautiful sites for any niche, and it's way more cost effective than what most people pay for web design and hosting. So the hosting is included with this builder, and it's only 25 bucks a month for everything. And it has so many other cool features that I've highlighted in other videos. Like, we can put links where people can schedule calls with us, and they can book appointments with us. No extra charge for that. We can build membership sites. We can build quizzes, quiz funnels to generate leads and put them in different buckets, where they put their name and email in to get their quiz results, and we build our email list that way, and then be able to speak to our new subscribers based on how they answered those questions and give them exactly what they need. There are, we can build membership sites, we can build products, courses. You can have a store, like a Shopify type of store. If you have like physical products that you want to sell, you can sell digital products. There's so much you can do with this builder, and I'm not going to go into all of that in this video. I just wanted to show you some of the new features. But I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel that currently has over 130 videos on it, where I go through all kinds of different things that you can do with this builder. So if you want to learn more about the builder, I recommend checking that out. And if you want to just go ahead and grab the builder, like I said, it's only $25 a month. You won't find anything as cool as this for that price. And it's about to get a whole lot better. Even though I can't even imagine it being any better than it is, I'm obsessed with this thing. The enhancements that are coming are going to be insane. So you can get in for $25 a month. And the cool thing about this company is they never raise the prices. They don't say, well, we just added all these new enhancements, and so it's going to cost more now. They don't do that. So the $25 per month is going to remain the same, and you can get in now and get set up and be the first to be able to use some of the enhancements that are rolling out soon. And I'll be doing more update videos as well, because like I said, they're giving me behind the scenes access as they're building it. I'm not going to be doing update videos during that, because they're going to roll it out at our next event. So I'm not going to be doing YouTube videos about it until it's, live for the public, but there's a lot of really good stuff coming. So I love this builder. It's made a huge difference for me in my business. It's made a huge difference for many of my clients and team members, and I think you'll love it too. So if you want more information about it, I'll leave more information about it below. You can also check out this playlist. And if you want to learn how I'm able to be job free and live anywhere, and how I can show you how to do the same thing, I'll leave some information about that below as well, because I've been able to, since I've been with this company for going on 8 years now, I've been able to create a full-time income just making YouTube videos about the things that I'm passionate about. So if you want to learn more about how I do that, I'll leave a link for that below this video as well. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave it a thumbs up if it helped, and leave me your comments. I want to know if this was helpful, or let me know if you have any questions. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.